Namaste. Welcome to all of you who are joining me today. My name is Lisa. In today's practice, we will move in a water-like flow as we transition from one asana into the next. And the intention for today's practice will be to feel free, not constricted, creative and joyful in every asana that we'll be doing throughout the session. And there will be some restorative elements woven into the asana flow, and we'll be using some props for the restorative portion. So with me I have 2 yoga blocks, which you can substitute with thick hardcover books, and also 2 yoga blankets or any blankets that you can find at home. And for now I have both of the blankets rolled like so. So let's start and come into the first asana, which is supported Supta Baddha Konasana or supported recline butterfly pose. So we'll press the soles of the feet together and make like a butterfly shapes. And for the gaps in between your thighs and the floor or the mat, you will place either the roll blanket or the yoga blocks, or maybe both. So place the props in between the thighs, your thighs and the floor, and slowly lay yourself on your mat. Keep your arms and shoulder relaxed by your side, palms facing up. Bring your chin down slightly closer towards your chest to elongate the back of your neck. And this is optional. You can place 1 or 2 blocks at the area in between your navel and your pubic bone. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you are welcome to remove the blocks from your lower abdomen area. And from there, close your eyes and breathe. Follow the rhythm of your breathing in and out through the nostrils. Observe the length and the depth of your breath without attempting to alter them. Just breathe in the relaxed, natural way. And observe your physical body. Try to let go and release the weight of your physical body onto the support of the earth. Observe the area of your hips and notice any tension. See if you are actually pulling your thighs away from the support or the props. With every exhale, relax your hips area and let your legs sink deeper into the support of the props. Breathe. And And shift your awareness into the area in between your navel and the pubic bone. That area is the seat of the sacral chakra or Swadhisthana chakra. When the sacral chakra is balanced, we feel free. We flow with creativity, joy, and desires. We feel fearless. Those are what we intend to be and to feel during today's practice. So from time to time, I will call your attention into this area in between the navel and the pubic bone, your Swadhisthana chakra or your sacral chakra. And with our asana practice today, we will try to work on balancing our sacral chakra. Let's stay here for a couple more breaths. With the next inhale, open your eyes. And if you have the blocks over your lower abdomen, remove the blocks to the side for now. Roll yourself and come into your side and press up with your top hands and come into a seated position. And we'll move back into a Baddha Konasana legs position. So press the soles of your feet together. Your both hips are in the external rotation. And interlace your fingers together and place it on the outer side of your feet. So your hands are like a hammock for both of your feet. Take an inhale, and with an exhale, lean to your right side and gently roll onto your back. Take an inhale and exhale, roll onto your right side and roll back up into seated Baddha Konasana. Inhale, exhale, lean to the left and gently roll onto your back. And with the next exhale, lean onto your left side and roll back up. So if that's not possible, what you can do is from Baddha Konasana, pull your knees together and then exhale, just lean onto the right side and come onto your back. Keep the knees together still. Exhale, lean to your right side and press with your top hands. Come back into seated position. Back in Baddha Konasana leg. Inhale, exhale, knees together. Roll to the left side and onto your back. Knees together, exhale, roll onto the left side and press up. So see which one works for you, and we'll roll to the right and to the left for a couple of rounds. Move slowly with your breath, inhaling and exhaling to roll onto your back. Inhale, exhale to roll back up. exhale, we will roll onto the right side and stay there. Lower your feet onto the mat. And then with the inhale, lift your feet off the mat. Place your hands on top of your knees and make circles with your knees. Feel the gentle massage on your lower back. And reverse the direction of the circles. And from there, we will roll back up. So take an inhale and exhale, press onto your right side and roll up. And exhale, roll onto your left side. And this time, keep the legs in Baddha Konasana position, but lower the outer edges of the feet onto the floor. With your hands, press the top of your pelvis. So the hands will act as a stabilizer for your hips to keep them neutral. And with the next exhale, extend your right leg out to any degree. Inhale, bring the right leg back in. Exhale, straighten the left leg to any degree. Inhale, left foot in. Exhale, right leg out. Exhale, left leg out. And keep going. Synchronize the movements with your breathing. And all the time keeping your pelvis stable. Your both side of sacrums pressing on the mat. One more time on each side. Exhale, right leg straighten. And the next exhale, left leg straighten. And lift both feet up. With the next exhale, we will roll back up. So exhale, lean to your left and push up. Exhale, roll to the right side. And this time press your feet flat on the floor or on the mat. The feet will be apart about hip width distance. Your arms relax by your side. And start to windshield wiper your legs. So moving both legs to the right and to the left. Rolling your feet from the inner edge to the outer edges. Keep your sacrum pressing on the mat. And relax. On the next exhale, we will roll back up. So exhale, leaning to your right side and roll up. Inhale, exhale, roll to the left side. Feet flat on the floor, about hip width distance. And shift your hips to the left and drop both of your knees to the right side, coming into a spinal twist. Use your right hand to press on top of the knees. Extend your left arm out to the side and turn your head looking at your left hand. Stay and breathe. Inhale, turn and look up to the ceiling. Bring your knees to face up to the ceiling as well. Shift your hips to the center and then to the right side. Drop both of your knees to the left. Use your left hand to press gently on top of the knees. Extend your right arm out and turn your head looking towards your right hand and breathe. One more breath. And inhale, turn to look up, bring the knees up, shift the hips back into the center. And prepare. On the next exhale, we will roll back up into seated Baddha Konasana. Exhale, roll to the right side. And this time, we will move into happy baby position. So, your both soles of the feet will be facing towards the ceiling. And you'll try to keep your thighs parallel to the floor, your sacrum pressing on the mat. And with both of your hands, you will grab the inner side of your feet and press the feet gently down, as if attempting to press your thighs flat on the floor. Keep working on pressing your lower back and sacrum on the ground. Breathe. Inhale, release your feet and prepare. On the next exhale, we will roll back up into seated Baddha Konasana. So take an inhale, exhale, lean to your right side and roll up. Take one more inhale, exhale, roll to the left and back into happy baby position. Inhale, exhale, lean slightly to the left and extend your left leg. Maybe tap the left toes onto the floor. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, lean slightly to the right. Extend your right leg. Maybe tap the right toes onto the floor. Exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend the right leg. And keep going. Extend your leg to any degree. Let's do one more time for each leg. So exhale, right leg. And exhale, left leg. And let's prepare to roll back up into seated Baddha Konasana. Inhale. And exhale, roll up. Inhale, exhale, roll down on the right side. This time extend your left leg up. Externally rotate your right hip and place the outer side of your right foot on top of the left knee. Thread your right arm into the triangle opening created by your legs. Interlace your fingers and place it on the crease of your left knee, so behind your left knee. And with your right elbow, gently press the right knee away from you. And start to circle the top ankle, which is the left ankle. And reverse, circling in another direction. Point and flex the left foot. And from there, lower your left leg. Place the left foot on the mat. And place the right foot on the mat as well. You will extend the left leg. And drop the right knee that is still bent towards your left side. Use your left hand to press gently on the right knee. And extend the right arm to the side. Make sure that your right shoulders are still pressing on the mat. So we are more interested on keeping the right shoulders on the mat rather than try to put or to place the right knee on the floor on the left side. Couple more breaths. Inhale, turn everything back to the center. Get ready to roll back up into seated Baddha Konasana. So inhale, exhale, lean to your right side and roll up. Inhale, roll to your left side, and we'll repeat the same exercise that we did on the previous side. So this time we will extend the right leg up, externally rotate the left hip, and place the outer side of the left foot on top of the right knee. And we will thread the left arm into the triangle opening that is created by your legs. Interlace your fingers, place it behind your right knee, and with your left elbow, press the left knee gently away from you and start to circle the right ankle, the top ankle, and circle in another direction. Point and flex the right foot. And from here, lower both legs down. Keep the right leg straight and the left knee bent. And lower your left knee towards the right side. With your right hand, press gently on the left knee and extend the left arm to the side, keeping the left shoulders pressing on the mat. So again, we are more interested on keeping the left shoulders grounded to your mat rather than try to bring the right knee or the left knee all the way down to the floor. Inhale, bring everything back to the center. Get ready to come up into seated Baddha Konasana. So whichever way, you'll take an inhale and exhale, lean to your left side and roll back up. Stay in a seated Baddha Konasana. Wiggle your hips slightly, find your sitting bones. And then extend both of your legs out. Come into a seated straddle position. So work on keeping as wide leg as possible up to your comfortable level. Place your hands on the floor in front of you. Flex both of your feet, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. You could stay here and think of lengthening the spine, extending through the crown of your head. Or if you like to, you can walk the hands forward and lower your torso closer towards the floor. If this is too much, back off and just stay here. Work on grounding your sitting bones and at the same time growing, lengthening through the crown of your head. Even if you walk your hands out forward, you will still want to think of lengthening your spine. One more breath. And on the next inhale, coming back up. And with your hands, grab the crease of your knee or under your knees. Grab from under your knees and slowly carry your legs together. And we'll move next into a fire log pose. So in fire log, we will stack the calves on top of each other. But if this is not possible, you are welcome to just simply cross the leg the usual way. So whether you are in a simple cross leg position or in the fire log pose, you will place your both palms in front of you and think of keeping a long spine extending through the crown of your head. And you could either stay here and breathe or walk your hands slightly forward, and with a long spine, bring your torso lower towards your leg. This is optional. On the next inhale, walk back and switch the legs. So either you switch the crossing of your legs or switch which calf is on top of the other calf. And again, place your both palms in front of you, thinking of lengthening your spine. Either stay here for several rounds of breaths or walk your hands slightly forward, lower your torso towards your legs, still maintaining a long spine, thinking of pushing your sitting bones towards the back. Breathe. And then inhale, walk your hands back. And all of us now will sit in a easy cross-legged position, and we'll do a simple pranayama. So the movement is very similar to the cat and cow. So usually we'll do cat and cow in an all-four position. And as we arch and round the spine, I usually cue for you to initiate the movement from the lower back. So in this seated pranayama, we'll do the same. We will arch the spine to inhale and round to exhale. But I would like you to initiate the movement from the area in between your navel and your pubic bone. So we'll do 10 rounds of breathing, and then switch the crossing of the legs and repeat for another 10 rounds of breathing. So let's start the first 10 rounds with the inhale and arch, and exhale, round, Inhale, exhale, keep going. Remember to initiate the movement from the area in between your navel and your pubic bone. One more. Move back into neutral spine and switch the crossing of your legs. And we'll repeat for 10 more, for a round of 10 more breathings. So let's start. Inhale, exhale, keep going. Last one. And move back into neutral spine. Move back into your relaxed natural breathing. And observe how you feel in the area in between your navel and your pubic bones. Let's stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale and open your eyes. And we'll continue with the restorative poses, but we will weave the restorative poses together into like a vinyasa flow. So let's grab our props. We will place 2 blocks on the top of the mat and place one of the blanket roll just by the side of the mat, and open up the other blanket roll and just create a folded blanket and place it in the middle of the mat. And we'll come into all 4 position. Position your hands close to the blocks. And we'll start with the vinyasa transition, which is the transition that we will do as we move from one restorative pose to the next. So start from all 4 position. Untuck the toes at the back, and we'll push the hips towards the heels. Come into child's pose, but we will widen the knees and touch the big toes together. So it's a open leg child's pose, and we can rest the head on the blanket in the middle of the mat. Inhale, press up into all 4. The knees are wide, the toes are still, the big toes are still touching, and we'll continue to move forward and lower the pelvis on the blanket and lift the feet up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, arch your upper back gently, and come into a hanging cobra. With the inhale, press back up into all 4, lower the foot on the mat, bring the knees together, not together but closer, tuck the toes at the back and push up into downward facing dog. So that's the
vinyasa transition that we will do in between restorative poses. And from downward facing dog, we'll pedal the legs. So bend one knee and straighten the others, and switch, and keep going for several more rounds. And from downward facing dog, you could keep the knees bent slightly, tuck your tailbone up. We'll take an inhale and raise the right leg up. You don't have to raise the leg so high up, but I want you to think of keeping a stable pelvis, so your hips should be neutral and facing down towards the mat. And then bend the right knee. Start to tip your body weight forward, and bring the right knee close to the right elbow. Externally rotate your right hip, bringing your right foot close to the left wrist, and at your maximum, lower the right leg down on the mat. Moving into pigeon pose. And you can take the blanket rolls and place it under your right sitting bones. So you will feel as if you are sitting on the blanket rolls. And you can place your hands on top of the blocks in front of you. Keep your spine neutral and long. Breathe. And you could keep your elbow straight and move into twist to the right and then to the left. Or if you would like to try, lower yourself down onto your forearms and then twist to the right and to the left. So whichever you choose, straight arms or on your forearms. Let's move to twisting towards the right side and stay for a couple of breaths there. Inhale, walk back towards the center and continue walk towards the left side, twisting towards the left. Breathe. Inhale, walk back towards the center. So those in the forearms, you can walk your hands forward and straighten your arms and come into a forward fold in pigeon position. Those of you who are on which hands on the blocks, what you can do is you can walk your blocks forward and bring your torso lower towards the mat. So work at your comfortable level. One more breath. And inhale. Bring your torso upright, your spine long. Tuck the toes of the back foot. With the inhale, lift your hips off the props, the blanket, and step the right foot to the back, coming back into downward facing dog. And we'll repeat the pigeon pose for the second leg. So this time we will lift the left leg up. Again, not so high. Try to keep your pelvis stable. Bend the left knee and bring the left knee close towards your chest as you shift your body weight forward. And externally rotate the left hip, so your left knee will be close towards your left wrist and your left foot will be closer towards your right wrist. At your maximum, lower your left leg down, coming into pigeon pose, and shift the blanket rolls and place it under your left sitting bones this time, and sit on the blanket rolls. So your hands could be resting on the blocks. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Spine long. And similarly, you could keep a straight hands and move into your twist towards the left and towards the right. Or those of you who try and enjoy being on your forearms, you could lower yourself onto your forearms and move towards the twist. So whichever arms position you choose, let's walk to the left side and stay in the twist for about 3 breaths here. And inhale, walk towards the center and continue walking towards the right side, coming into twist on this side, and stay for another 3 breaths. Next inhale, walk your hands forward. So those on the forearms, you can walk your hands forward, straighten your arms, and lower yourself into a kind of a forward fold. And remember to still lengthening through the crown of your head. For those of you with hands on the blocks, you could shift your blocks bit by bit forward up to your comfortable level. And at your maximum, breathe there. So whichever you are now, wherever you are now, we will stay here for another 2 more breaths. With the inhale, we will bring the torso upright. Tuck the toes of the back foot. Inhaling, lift your hips off the blankets and step the left foot to the back, coming back into downward facing dog. Remove the blanket rolls. Lower your knees down, coming into all 4. And widen your knees as you move your hips towards your heels into a open leg child's pose. On the next inhale, press up into all 4 and lower your hips on the blanket in the middle of your mat. Feet up, toes, big toes touching. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And maybe slightly arch your upper back. And inhale, back into all 4. Bring your knees closer. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lift. Bend the right knee. Shift your body weight forward. And step your right foot in between your hands. So if your right foot steps somewhere here, use your right hand to gently guide the right foot forward in between your hands. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toes of the back foot. And reposition the blanket to provide padding for your back knee. Place your hands at the position that is comfortable for you. Raise the height of the block if you need to. We are coming into crescent lunge position. So my hands is actually under my shoulders right now, pressing away from the blocks. One more breath. And from here, with the next exhale, we will press up and back into downward facing dog. So tuck the toes at the back, lift the back knee, and gently, slowly step the right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the left knee, bring the left thigh close to your chest, shift your body weight forward, and step your left foot in between your hands. Use your left hand to assist your left foot if it's end up somewhere in the middle of the mat. Lower the right knee, untuck the right toes, and grab your block. Adjust the position and the height of the blocks to create support for your hands. My hands are under my shoulders, pressing away from the blocks. My spine is lengthened. I'm looking straight forward. Crescent lunge. And then with the next exhale, we will move back into downward facing dog. So inhale, tuck the toes at the back, lift the back knee. Exhale, step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Place your hands on the mat. Exhale, lower your knees, coming into all four. And as we push back into child's pose, widen your knees, open leg child's pose. With the next inhale, press with your hands, raise your torso up, your hips away from your heels. Exhale, lower your pelvis on the mat or on the blanket. Feet up, big toes touching together. Squeeze your shoulder blades, arch your upper back. Exhale, move back into all four position. Bring your knees together. Exhaling, press up, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg, bend the right knee, and bring the right thigh close to your chest as you shift your body weight forward. And this time you will step the right foot on the outer side of your right hand. We are moving into a dragon or lizard pose. So drop the back knee and reposition the blanket to create a padding for your back knee. So you can position the blocks for both of your hands to press away from. Still thinking of lengthening the spine, extending to the crown of the head. And this is optional. You can roll your right foot to lift the inner side of the mat and pressing only the outer side of the right foot on the floor or on the mat. So this will increase the external rotation of your right hip. But again, this is optional. If
doesn't feel good, you should keep your right foot press flat on the mat. Keep breathing. Another optional thing you can do is for the next 3 breaths, you can lower yourself onto your forearms. One more breath. And inhale, coming into your hands and straight arms. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. And with the next exhale, step the right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg, bend the left knee, bring the left thigh close to your chest as you shift your body weight forward, and step your left foot on the outer side of your left hand. Lower the right knee on the blanket, untuck the back toes, reach for your blocks. Place your hands on the blocks and push away. Spine long, extending through the crown of the head. And again, it's optional. You can roll your left foot to lift the inner side of the left foot away off the mat and pressing only the outer side of the foot on the ground. If that doesn't feel good, press your whole entire left foot, the soles of your left foot on the mat, and breathe. And another optional progression that you can try is to lower onto your forearms. So wherever position you are now, let's stay here for a couple more breaths. On the next inhale, press up onto your hands, straighten your arms, press your left foot flat on the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Exhale to step back into downward facing dog. Drop your knees on the mat, coming back into all four. And this time we will move into the hanging cobra. So widen your knees, touch your big toes together, and lower your pelvis on the blanket in the middle of the mat. Lift your feet up, big toes still touching. Take the blanket roll and place it under your pubic bone. Create extra padding there. And if you need to, you can take the blocks, place it under your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You could slightly arch your upper back and look up. One more breath. Exhale, lower your feet, press up into a kind of all four, and continue to press your hips towards your heels, moving into a open leg child's pose. Rest your forehead on the blanket.
You could keep both of your arms extending forward, or you could bend at the elbow and make a prayer hands above your head. Breathe. We'll stay for about 5 more breaths, and you can progress by placing both of your hands at the back of your shoulders. This will open your shoulders area more, but it's optional. You might not feel comfortable doing that. You could simply extend your arms forward. One more breath here. Place your hands under your shoulders. With the inhale, press up. Bring your torso upright. And we'll move into Shavasana. So keep your blocks to your side. And place one of the blanket roll under your knees, under the creases of your knees. And with the other blanket, you will create a smaller roll. So roll one end of the blanket and leave some width for your head to lay on. You're welcome to turn off the room lighting or make it dim and create a more suitable environment for your Shavasana. Lay your back on your mat. Blanket roll under the crease of your knees and the smaller rolls under your neck. Your head resting on the blanket. Roll your shoulders, arms relaxed by your side, palms facing up. And whenever you are ready, close your eyes. Follow the rhythm of your breathing. Observe the areas in your body that are making contact with the ground or the props beneath you. Your feet and your legs. Are you holding tension on your feet, on your legs? Can you release and let go with your next exhale? Your sacrum and your hips. Are you holding tension in that area? Can you exhale and release and let go of the tension? The back of your shoulders, your arms, and the back of your hands. Are you still holding tension? Exhale and relax. The neck, the back of the head and the scalp, your face. Are you holding tension right there? Exhale and let go. Follow the rhythm of your breathing and give permission to your body to relax. Start to deepen your breathing. Take inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. One more time. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Shake your head side to side. Invite small, gentle movements back into your body. And then roll slowly onto your side. Press up with your top hands. Come into a easy seated position. Cross your legs in front of you. Wiggle your hips side to side. Find your sitting bones. Ground them towards the ground. Gently open your eyes if you haven't already. Inhale deeply as you raise your arms up and press your palms together to make a prayer. Lower the prayer into the center of your heart. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the practice. Stay well, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.